Hey everyone, it's me, Tiffany of the blog itsmeladyg.com. I hope that you're doing well. Today I'm doing another baby related video. It has to do with babies and periods. Yep, this video is going to be about how my first couple of periods were after having a baby. And yes, for the record, I am breastfeeding. Back up, and please urge you to hit the subscribe button if you aren't subscribed already. And you can always catch me on here because I'm starting to upload more videos, but you can always still catch me on Instagram because that's where I am the most often, and that's where most of the conversations about different things happen. The links to everything is in the description box below. You can go and check out my blog. You can check out all my different platforms. And yeah, if you haven't been on my channel before, you should know that this is my second child that I just recently had. Well, not recently. I had her in April, and I am breastfeeding. So I'm still I'm like 8 months into the breastfeeding journey. And I got my period at about 6 months, like 6 months on the dot, when I started to introduce solid foods into her diet. Even though she's still not sold on solid foods. She really likes milk, does like avocados and stuff, but that's not what the point of this video is. As I started introducing more solid foods into her diet, my period came back pretty much clockwork. And if you haven't been following before, you would know, well, you should know rather, that months before I even got pregnant with her, I had all sorts of issues with my period not even showing up. I'm gonna leave those videos in the description box below so you can go and check those out and the things that I did to bring my hormones back into balance. But yeah, this time it came back like clockwork, and I was happy because it really wasn't that crazy. And like, it wasn't like a lot of people would say, oh, they had like a lot of bleeding and it was a lot of pain. It wasn't a lot of that. Like, I started, because of my whole journey before, I'm able to recognize like what's going on in my body, as far as like, I start to feel like I'm gonna get my period. Everybody kind of, if you really tune into your body, you would know that. But I started to notice that I started to get a little bit more irritable and things, and so I'm able to eat certain things that help with that. And then all of a sudden my period showed up. When it comes to breastfeeding, a lot of people are like, what happens with your milk when you are breastfeeding and you get your period? And a lot of people think, which some people do, they go longer without having their period. But 6 months, that's where, you know, when mine came back. People do have a dip in their milk production when they get their period, and that's really kind of what happened with me too. But not to the point where I stopped, because I'm still going right now. So yes, it's very true that you can get a dip in your milk production. But because I started noticing that while, you know, before my period came, that 6 months, because I started to notice, like, why am I not, you know, it's just, it didn't feel as full. Like, she was nursing more often, and even when I was pumping, it just wasn't a lot as much as it was before, like the week or two before. And I was like, oh, because I started putting all these little like pieces together. Okay, I feel this way in my pelvic area. Oh, you know, I feel like really my hormones are kind of out of balance. Oh, I must be getting my period. I started taking two things which helped to kind of get, you know, to help the decrease be not as crazy. Decrease? And just spoiler alert, after the period was over, the production of milk went way back. Like, almost it was too much milk after my period was gone. And so don't worry about if it does dip, because it will come back as long as you keep, you know, staying calm. As I always say, you stay calm. Don't think about it too much. Just keep nursing as much as you can, or pumping as much as you can, even during the time that you have your period. And then right after your period's done, my production went right back up. So don't worry about it. These are the two things that I took to help with my milk production, and I take that before my period comes, when I feel like it's coming, and then I keep taking it kind of throughout to just help with, you know, the maintenance. Not saying that it's gonna give you like extra milk, but it's just gonna help to maintain the supply that you already have. Oh, there's a really good book that has to do with breastfeeding and everything, and it covers a lot of this stuff. I'm gonna put it in the description box below, and you can go check it out. It's from the La Leche League. Perfect book for breastfeeding. But the two things, I think I read it either on there or on some other lactation consultant website, they said to take calcium and to take magnesium, because even before you start to get your period, and even if you're not breastfeeding, your magnesium levels start to go down before you get your period. Okay, that's why you may crave chocolate, because chocolate has a lot of magnesium in it. And so when you're breastfeeding too, all those things are like interconnected. So, and again, let me stop and say, I am not a doctor. You need to take all this with, you know, take this into consideration that I am not a doctor. I'm sharing my own personal experience. I am a certified health coach, and I am a food and nutrition nerd, but I'm not a doctor, okay? But when I do take magnesium and I take calcium in the last 3 periods that I had, it's helped. It's helped to maintain my my milk supply before, during, and after my period. After my period, the milk supply is like almost ridiculous. Taking the magnesium helps to curtail the cramps that you get in before you get your period. At least that's how it works with me if I'm taking the right amounts. I'm going to leave a blog post in the description box below so you can go and check out more details and things, so I don't make this video way too long. But yes, I hope that this helped some women, because some women are really scared when they get their period, like, will my milk supply dip so much that I have to stop, and this and that and the other. The biggest thing I always tell to people so far that is different with me this time compared to when I had to fail with my son of breastfeeding the last time. He's 9 years old now, but I try not to worry as much as I can. I don't overthink, like, oh my God, today my supply is low, that means this is ending, and oh my God, I need to take all these different things. No, just keep nursing. Keep nursing your kid, keep pumping, and stop stressing, okay? Because the stress will plummet your supply. That's the biggest thing that it will kill your whole supply. So that's it for today, because I don't want to make this too long, but I will leave the links to everything in the description box below. I will leave the links to these. I will leave the links to the blog post and everything. So if you aren't subscribed already, please make sure to hit the subscribe button. Make sure to give this video a thumbs up, because that does help. And yeah, thanks again for listening, and I will see you guys next time.